Paul Rudd here. Movies often transport us to multiple locations to build up immersive worlds, capture the hero's journey, and convey the scale of their story. But some of the most compelling films prove that you don't need sprawling settings sometimes. But sometimes, a single room is all it takes. Today, let's go ahead and take a look at some films and see how we can make our own film in one room. There are some films out there that utilize one room as suspense. Characters are put in situations where they have to escape, or maybe time is limited so they must act quickly.
Your aim in this game is to kill Adam. You have until 6 on the clock to do it.
And this way, being stuck in one area goes from being boring
Everything you write is brilliant.
Pretty rough stuff.
to being a threat.
What do you think I say when I go to the feed store in town? Oh, now, Wally, give me a bag of that effing pig feed and 10 pounds that bitchly cow corn.
In films like Misery, characters are met with a threat that causes them to panic and needing to escape before time runs out.
You dirty bird. How could you? She can't be dead.
Annie, in 1871, women often died in childbirth. But her spirit is the important thing, and Misery's spirit is still alive.
I don't want her back!
So yeah, writing a suspenseful thriller with a threat like this will definitely keep the viewer on the edge of their seat and also keep them distracted from the fact that they've been staring at the exact same four walls. But what's suspense without? In Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs and Hateful Eight, tension is used between characters. As per usual in a Tarantino film, the tension gets hotter and hotter and hotter until tension doesn't just build in a confined space, it distracts us from it. In Hitchcock's Rear Window, the protagonist is physically confined to his apartment, stuck in one place the whole time. But through a unique point of view, both he and the audience are able to explore an entire apartment complex just from looking outside, witnessing events unfold. An entire interesting and engaging story is able to be told without ever leaving the room, because we're so focused on the
bad luck to kill a seabird.
Some of these films just work through character development. The subject becomes characters, people we can see ourselves in, whether it be detention after school.
I mean, we're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it, that's all.
How are you bizarre? He can't think for himself.
She's right.
Working a 9 to 5.
Sir,
What?
are either one of these any good?
I don't watch movies.
Or doing jury duty.
Maybe the boy did kill his father. Didn't hear the scream, did run out in a panic, did calm down 3 hours later and come back to get the knife, risking being caught by the police. Maybe all of those things happened, but maybe they didn't.
I mean, heck, most of this film takes place in an empty warehouse. The only thing we can really go off of is what all these people are talking about.
Why can't we pick our own colors?
No way, no way. Tried it once, it doesn't work. You get 4 guys all fighting over who's gonna be Mr. Black. But they don't know each other, so nobody wants to back down. No way, I pick. You're Mr. Pink.
It turns what we would consider a dull day into something relatable and funny and interesting, sometimes giving us a new perspective. We get to watch a bunch of interesting characters in an uninteresting room saying interesting things. Another important aspect to keep in mind are the shots. Keeping things fresh and different will help alleviate stillness. There are some films that keep it safe and stick to the same formula all throughout its runtime, and you really feel the film drag because of it. Sometimes that's a stylistic choice, and then other times, it really isn't. I think in particular, Hateful Eight did a good job of giving us so many different shots despite it being stuck in a log cabin, and with it being a Tarantino film, there's a lot of exposition, but every shot is fresh. So in conclusion, the key takeaway when shooting a short film in one room is to find a way to fill the void. Fill it with emotion.
You're like full of yourself. Why are you like that?
I'm not saying that to be conceited. I hate it. I hate having to go along with everything my friends say.
Tension.
What? What?
What?
What?
What?
What?
What?
What?
What?
or suspense. The budgets for the films I just showed you were extremely small for the time, and they resulted in some blockbuster and industry-changing films. I know that at this point there are millions of short films that take place in a house or a room, but from time to time when I check out what people have made, I'm always surprised at the new angles people take when using their own space to make something. And if you have any short films of your own, feel free to mention them in the comments. I want to see how you filmed your own space. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next production.